Hey guys, it's Nick Sergine, your Dallas area realtor. Today I'm going to be doing some Ask a Realtor Q&A. So a little while back I asked for you guys to send in some questions that you had about real estate, and today I've got just 3 of those questions that I want to address. They have to do with first steps to buying a home, so let's jump right in. Lydia asked the question, what happens after I make an offer? So, pretty simple question, and the answer is fairly simple. There's usually 3 main ways that a seller can respond to your offer after you've sent it in. Number 1, they can simply accept the offer as is and sign the paperwork and send it back to you. Number 2, they can reject the offer, which means they don't want the offer and they don't even want to hear from you again. Or number 3, which is probably the most common, is they'll send in a counter offer, which means they'll take your offer, make some adjustments, and send it back to you. Now, the amount of time this takes could be a few hours, it could be a few days. It all kind of just depends on the situation itself. You also have the right, if you want to put in an expiration date on your offer if you feel like you don't want to wait forever and you want to put a little bit of pressure on the sellers to give you an answer by a certain time. So, next question comes from Bryant. How long does it take from the time I make an offer to when I move in? So this is a great question. I'm going to go ahead and amend this and say, how long does it take from the time I get an offer accepted to when I move in? Because obviously, if you make an offer, it depends on the seller how long it takes them to respond. There could be countering back and forth. So let's just say, how long does it take from when an offer is accepted to when you move in? It's going to depend on you as far as when you actually move in, but the actual period of time from when the offer is accepted to close will be on your contract. That's going to be something that you actually suggest as part of the contract offer. And usually I'm seeing about 30 to 60 days. So if you make an offer today, you can expect to close on the house within about 1 to 2 months. Sometimes it ends up being closer to 45 days. 60 days tends to be a little bit long, especially in a seller's market like we've seen lately in Dallas, though that is changing a little bit too. There are other circumstances, but generally speaking, you can expect 1 to 2 months before you close on the house, and then you can take as long as you need to move in because it's your house. Last question is from Elizabeth. Do I need to see a lender before I speak with you? Great question. Short answer is no. You don't need to see a lender prior to coming and talking with me. You obviously can if you'd like to, but I like to speak with people before they're really ready to buy a home. A year out, 2 years out is perfectly fine with me. That way they're comfortable, they're preparing themselves, they know what to expect. And as you get closer, maybe 3 months to 6 months out, that's when we're really going to want to connect you with a lender, and have them speak with you about what kind of mortgage payments are you going to be making and what kind of house can you afford. But prior to that, we just want to get comfortable with the process. So that's pretty much it for me today, guys. If you have any questions about what I've talked about, or if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to me any way you'd like. You can email, call, carrier pigeon, whatever works for you, and I'm happy to help you however I can. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.